Stream on live. Oh, it's live. Oh, hi, Peter. I don't know what was happening there, but it's live now anyway. So, I just stopped my stream. Not sure who I get today. I mean, I don't normally do a live on a Monday, but I thought I'd do a live on a Monday, a Tuesday, and Friday. I just put my stream starting soon. Hope you're good, peeps. Just play. Hello. Have you good peeps links in the chat? If anybody does want to come on, so. And hi, Sasha Blue, what are you in the chat earlier? I don't know about doing a joint live with Laura. We'll have to see, Sasha Blue. I mean, I'm not sure you can do a joint live, really, so. I know you can do on YouTube, but I don't think you can do a joint live on StreamYard, so. I might be wrong, but I don't think you can do a joint live on StreamYard, but we'll see, Sasha, anyway. Everybody's good at that. Don't normally do a live on a Monday, go normally at my parents. But I thought to do a live today anyway. I'll do a live tomorrow. And I'll do a live Tuesday and Friday. Might try and, cause I don't need to go to bed till 8:30 Friday, cause of my day trip. I might squeeze a 5-hour jump, so we'll see, people, so. But I'll be uploading the rest of my Market Harbour videos. I'll be uploading Kent, and I'll be doing London now Saturday. And I'll also be uploading London, and I'll also be doing Cheltenham Spa, so you'll have some wicked stuff on me, peeps, so just gonna have a quick break to get a pencil and go. Are you free people? You are free people. Links in the chat if anybody does want to come on, so. I hope you're good, free people. Are you 5 people? Yes, I'll be doing some gardening live soon. I'll be doing London now, I'll be doing London. So you'll have some wicked stuff of me again, peeps. So, and more awesome videos and gardening lives coming soon as well. So, I'll just stick the link in again. So, yeah, so some more awesome stuff coming up, people. So I'm just gonna play a bit of music to Rihanna pass over a guest one. So. hi, three people. Well, three people. It's gonna change my background. So it's gonna just say if nobody else is not live. Can normally get a bit more than this normally, but I'll just have a quick check, see who I. And hi, three people, if you want to chat it or stay on for a bit longer. It's still a bit early as well. Just gonna have a look at the links in the chat if anybody does want to come on. So, hope everybody's good enough. So, I have some awesome videos of me soon. So, yes, I hope everybody's good enough. So, links in the chat if anybody does want to come on. So, I think obviously because of the weather, I'm wondering whether a lot of people probably out, probably, but I'll stay on for a bit longer. If it does get a bit quiet, I might end up with a YouTube live before my too. I'm just gonna make a cup of tea, so it won't be long, tips. And that people. I'll stay on for a bit longer, but I think if I get to the hour market and nobody's not coming on the pad, I might just do a YouTube live. I'll stay on for a bit longer anyway. Yeah, it's very quiet, but I think it's all thinking of the weather as well, which probably might be doing it. So, I hire 3 people, 4 people. If you want to chat at all, links in the chat. If anybody does want to come on, so hope you're good, peeps. Just to make it clear, the picture I've taken on the community page, the guy with the glasses, sunglasses, that's Link's jumper, not RJ at all, just to clear that up. RJ is the one with a cap, just to clear that up. I mentioned that to Laura, that the guy with the shades is Link's jumper, and the guy with the cap, that's Angela's partner, RJ. To sort of clear that up and that, so hope everybody's good enough, I'll stay on a bit longer and hire 6 people if you want to chat at them, sorry about the noise in the background, but I have to do a bit of washing, there's been lovely weather-wise today, hopefully we should get some more good weather, all being well, I won't be a second, people, got to get this sunscreen bit drying on me arm. That's a bit more better. And hiya, 4 people if you want to chat at all, but look like we're getting the full ghosters again, could have did when it's a bit better, getting a bit of dry skin. And hiya, 4 people if you want to chat at all. If you want to ghost, that's all good as well, So I'm just going to have a 2 minute break to get some more, to get a pestle and guess on. Links in the chat if anybody I don't need to say sorry for anything, Sanjay, 'cause I haven't done anything wrong, Sanjay. Yeah, if you say so, Sanjay, so. Whatever, Sanjay. That's what you want to believe, just that's up to you. You're the only one who's making a jackass of themselves, aren't you? And it will be me too. I've already met a partner, so you're obviously clueless, aren't you, son? I could go to a protest myself, Sanjay, so you're obviously not the sharpest two in the drawer, are you, son? And I don't need to say sorry to Chris because I haven't done anything wrong to begin with, Sanjay, so. Yeah, if I done something wrong, yeah, I would do, but I haven't done anything wrong to begin with, Sanjay, so. I mean, I'm not in the wrong, Sanjay, and neither is Laura. It's Tobbs and Chris who are in the wrong, Sanjay, so. I'm just gonna mute for a minute, please. Can I just have a. I'm back now, people. And hi, 5 people, we're on a chapter 2. I don't have to do anything what you say, Sanjay, so. I'm my own person, so I don't have to do anything what you say anyway, Sanjay, so. I speak to who I want to, Sanjay, so. Whether you troll or not, so I don't have to do anything what you say, Sanjay, anyway, so. I talk to who I want to, Sanjay. So I don't have to do anything what you say anyway, Sanjay, so. You're not the boss of me, Sanjay, anyway, so. And how you 7 person? Like I say, you believe what you want to believe, Sanjay, anyway. Well, I could go to a protest myself, Sanjay, so I don't need to go with Chris. I don't need to go with anybody, Sanjay, so. It had more experience than Chris went to do it all this time. I mostly do, but I don't need to go to the therapist with anyone really, son, Joseph. You're saying not the sharpest tool in the cookie jar, are you? Or more like Sanjay, the knob should have sown some. And how you, 8 person? We like to say, we had like any balls about you, come on the panel, wouldn't you? But that tells me you're obviously a true and haven't got any balls to come up to the panel, so you don't know what's been happening. You're only going by what Chris and Torbs have said to you, so, so you just like being one-sided, aren't you, son, Joseph? And how you know in person? And for a start, you don't know anything what's happened or whatever, so you just like going by one person at the end of the day and just getting it wrong, aren't you, son, Joseph? But more like a knob, don't you, Moon? So yeah, well, really, we had any balls about him, Frogman, he would come on the panels, only tells me he's like a troll anyway, so yeah, that's what trolls do, Frogman, anyway. The Sunday's always a troll, so I'm not too bothered at the end of the day. I'll stick the link in again and see if we can get to pass the guest on some. Yeah, well, he is. I'm not bothered anyway, to be honest, really, Frogman, because he didn't know anything what's happened for a start, and he's just signing with 2 people, isn't he? So, and for a start, me and this person didn't even bully Chris for a start either, so that's the with Chris is, as I said, with Chris Wright is just being manipulated by Toms and just listening to Toms and not thinking for himself. Frogman, so Lisa me, I think for myself, but with Chris, he doesn't. Frogman, so and unfortunately that will be his downfall, Frogman, because he doesn't think for himself, Frogman, so and if he just goes any as well, so I'm hiding on person on the chat at home. I'm staying for a bit longer. It's still a bit early, but I might bless anybody comes on the panel might come off actually, so I'll stick the link in. I'll just see if nobody else is not live, because I normally would get a bit more people in them, so Yeah, I'm back now, people. How you cook? Not sure what I'm gonna have for my dinner yet. Frogman, so. How you cook, Crank? Are you well? Cook, Crank? Let's wipe my glasses. I don't know how to remove a few people can have too many bonds. Crank, so. I'll have to double check again, Crank. I might have to make you mud here again. I don't know whether I can though, that's the problem. I will look. There's only put in the delete comment. Done user. Yeah, I'll have to have a look. Crack, I did remove few people as mods. Crack, and I don't have Torbs as mod now. I don't have Chris as mod now. And I don't have Mel as mod now because she was totally ignoring me in Gypsy Dave's chat, so that's why I removed her early. So is she like gonna like ignore people when they're only saying hello to her? It's a bit ignorant at the end of the day. Crank, especially when I've done nothing wrong to Chris, and this other person's done nothing wrong to Chris either. So yeah, I'll have a look, Crack, and I can if I have Rebellion on, I can re-add you again. I've had to move a few mods because Torbs won't be coming into my channel no more. Crack, and I won't be coming in his channel no more. So that's why I had to remove a few people as mods. So he been doing anything much, you know? Crank. Yeah, well, I'll try and add you again, Craig. I've had a job and a half. I've had a job and I'm getting into my YouTube studio. Had to remove a few people, Craig, like Chris Wright won't be coming in here no more, and neither will Tom's Craig, so. Oh, Chris Wright and Tom's falling out with me and over nothing, Craig, so. It's on my live, not Craig, Frogman, it's on my live, it was about 3 weeks. I'll have a look now, see how long ago that live was. I'll have a look, give me a minute, Crackers. A few weeks ago, Frogman, so I'll have a look, so. Might have to share it from them. Yeah, I'll have a look in a minute, Frogman. Yeah, 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, Frogman. What now? Wait up. I know. Yeah. I'll be here about bed and what time it comes to my day off. So, yeah, I'll be here to let them come in my background. Then I can let them in and I like to leave the door right but I'm going to have to buy you. So, I like cheers that Alex. Cheers, Alex. Yeah, we're going shopping. So they do come. Somebody will have to let them in. I mean, I'm not getting up early anyway. Not for something silly like that at all, so I'll just, if they do come, I'll let them in and then I'm going back to bed again. I'm back now, people. Yeah, it's 3 weeks, 2 weeks ago. Craig could accuse me and Laura of bullying Chris, which he didn't even do to begin with. Craig, so. Well, it's 2 weeks ago, so it's a while ago when it happened. Frogman, anyway. So, I mean, I'm not going to be making up with him anyway. Frogman, so. And then his partner now deliberately ignored me on Gypsy Days as well, so. Which I think is a bit ignorant, really, when I'm not even doing anything wrong to begin with, so. I mean, I wouldn't ignore anybody unless I've done something wrong, and I haven't done anything wrong towards Chris, and Laura hasn't done anything wrong either. Frogman, so I mean, that isn't bullying, really. So bullying is like when you mock somebody or start on somebody, giving somebody advice, which Laura was doing to Chris. That isn't bullying in my opinion, so. Yeah, that sounds good, Frogman, so. Well, I don't blame you, Frogman. I'll put the link in again. No, they won't be coming back in on my channel. They won't be welcome on my channel again anyway, Krong. And I won't be going back on their channel either. Like I say, if things go wrong for Chris Wright, I don't want to know either, so that's how I'm dealing with it now, Krong. Whatever goes wrong, or he loses his YouTube channel, that will be his own fault, Frogman, so. Yeah, it'll be him to blame at the end of the day, so. Yeah, Aberdeen, Scotland's not too bad, so. Well, I don't blame you, Frogman, so. Yeah, I know what you mean, Krong, so. I put the link in again, so. They got these pack people coming tomorrow, but I'm not getting up early. I'm only gonna open my door, and I'm not gonna get up early for these pack people anyway. So, cause I've had a busy week next week. I'm having my lion tomorrow, so I'll open the door for them, and then I'm just going back to bed when these pack people come anyway. And if I'm shopping, so one of my staff will just have to allow them in, so. So I'll not be waiting in for these pack people anyway, so. Well, it's cause Torbs is manipulated Chris, that's why Crank, so. And Chris is not wise enough to see that Crank, so. So now if anything goes wrong or anything, I'm just gonna say to Chris, I don't want to know at the end of the day. You've not had like the courtesy to talk to me at all, and he's even told me to stay away from him. So if he does come back to me, Crank, I'm just gonna say to Chris, right, I don't want to know no more. So, and same with Torbs and Mal, they come back chatting to me again. I'm just gonna say to them, I don't want to know at the end of the day. So it's just like ignorant and no need for it really. So no, me and Laura haven't done anything wrong, Crank. Yeah, we might be like straight talking, giving Chris advice, but that isn't bullying, is it, Crank? So yeah, I've had a good weekend, Miss Magpie. Met up with Angela's partner, Jana. Met up with Link's jumper as well, so. I mean, obviously, shame I couldn't meet up with Angela, but same time, I understand really, because Derby to Kent is a heck of a way until, so. Yeah, I'll try and re-add it, Craig. I'll try and add, I mean, I've had to take a few spanners away, Craig, because of what happened 2 weeks ago, so. And I had quite a lot of mods as well, so. And you want so many mods, Craig, so. But when I next go to the YouTube studio, I'll re-add you. Oh yeah, I know that, Mrs. Magpie, so. Yeah, RJ's pretty good, so. Well, I met up with him now, and the next two people that he need to meet up with will be Rachel, Laura Kale being well, and then Angela, and then I've got the hat trick done, so. Yeah, exactly, Crank. But giving somebody advice isn't bullying, is it? So. Like I say, ignoring somebody, that's ignorance, really. 'Cause that's what Mrs. Torbs did. I say hello to him, she blatantly ignored me in Gypsy Dave's chat, so she said hello to me again. I'm gonna be ignoring him, so. Which I have mostly done, 'cause that's why I removed her off my messenger. I thought you were gonna be ignorant I don't really want you on the Facebook Messenger thing, so. Yeah, I'll try and add you again anyway. Yeah, I know what you mean, Miss Magpie. I'll stick the link in again. Hopefully I can get a passive guest before I leave, so. Yeah, I know what you mean, Miss Magpie, so. Yeah, I know what you mean, Crow Crunch. So the link's in the chat if anybody does want to come on, but I feel less of getting money a pad. I might finish a bit early because I prefer having somebody on the panel, so. I'll just stick the link in again. You been doing anything much today, Miss Magpie? So, just make sure not miss anybody. Yeah, here's silly fragment. I know what you mean, Miss Magpie. Yeah, same as me. That's why I'm having a bit of a lion. But I've got these pack people coming tomorrow, but I've told my staff I let them in, but I'm not gonna stay up because tomorrow's my day off, so I've just said to my staff, allow them in, but I'm not staying up till they do the pack test. I'm just gonna go back to bed again, Miss Magpie, anyway. I'll have a look. I'll have a look, Frogman. I don't know why they're talking about me because I'm not even being on. I've heard anyway, let me get on with it. Frogman. I'm not bothered at the end of the day anyway, Frogman. You're right, they are talking about me, but let them get on with it, Frogman. They're at my life now, so I'm not really bothered at the end of the day, Frogman, so I mean I'm not going on the pad, I'm not running to them because I've done nothing wrong at the end of the day, Frogman, neither has Lauren, so let them get on with it, Frogman, so well, I'm not bothered at the end of the day, Frogman. I'm not like going to be like running to them because me and Laura haven't done anything wrong to begin with, really. So let them get on with it, really. It didn't really bother me at the end of the day, Frogman, anyway. I'd rather have like 9 people than somebody accusing me but I've done nothing wrong, Frogman, so let them get on with it. I'm not really bothered at the end of the day, Frogman, anyway. Well, I'm not bothered if they have or haven't, Frogman. Because I've not done, me and Laura haven't done anything wrong, and if the thing is, if they had like the balls to come to me and Laura in the first place, because there was no reason for Tom to even create that thing 2 weeks ago either, Frogman, so he was like a decent friend, and he thought me and Laura were doing that in the first place. He could have just like messaged me in private, couldn't he? So that just shows to me that Tubbs and Chris are not really genuine friends at the end of the day, so genuine friends would be sorting things out at the end of the day, wouldn't they, Frogman? Yeah, I mean, if I, like I say, if I did something wrong, you would sort it out, wouldn't you, Frogman? So at the end of the day, Chris and Tomes, they're not like, and Matt, they're not like genuine friends, are they, Frogman? So let them get on with it. It won't be bothering me, Frogman, anyway. I'll have a look, see if I don't miss anybody. Well, I've not heard of Berwick. Where's that, Miss Magpie? I'm not bothered anyway, Frogman. Yeah, what it will do, Frogman, won't know. If we were like genuine friends, they would be trying to sort things out with me and Laura, wouldn't they? So that shows you that him and Chris are not like genuine friends, are they? So if I did something like wrong, I'd be trying like sort things out, Frogman. I would like kill somebody or something. I would like what I would do, Frogman, if I thought that was the case. He could have like told me in private if he thought that was the case. And that's it, really. That's what he should have done, Frogman, to begin with. So, and he could have gone on to Laura's panel. And if he thought Laura was bullying Chris, he could have gone on to Laura's panel and mentioned that to her. So that just goes to show they're not like really genuine people, are they? So, yeah, well, I'm not bothered because it was like 2 weeks ago. At the end of the day, that isn't it? I mean, at least with me and Laura, we're like genuine, but with Chris and Tomes, they're not like genuine people, really, are they? They're not really like genuine friends, are they? So So I certainly won't be running back to either of them anyway, so... Oh, is it? In Scotland, is it? So, never heard of Berwick, so... Yeah, Maria and Ron are pretty good, so... Yeah, I mean, he's just upset because he didn't like that I took his banner. That's why he's like crying for about it. Could have took his banner off him. That's why he's like moaning about it. That's why he's moaning about it, Frogman, anyway. Oh yeah, they're nice people, aren't they? Yeah, Berwick's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, Berwick's a nice place, so... How long did you stop in Berwick for, Miss Magpie? I'll stick the link in anyway. Yeah, well, I'll put your spider back anyway, Craig. And make sure not miss anybody. Yeah, but I'm not bothered anyway, Frogman. No, I'm not scared to go on the panel, Frogman, but could I've done nothing wrong. I don't need to go on the panel, Frogman. At the end of the day, Frogman, have I done something wrong? Yeah, I would do, but could I've not done anything wrong, Frogman? I'm not like chasing after them no more. They've got like an issue problem. They have to come to me. Frogman, or if they haven't, they just need to like shut up about it and get on with their lives, isn't it? Crank. Think it's more them who are bothered about it than me. They're more bothered about it. I'm not at the end of the day, Frogman. I've got like decent friends and I don't really need Crystal Tomes in my life anyway, Frogman, so I've got my friends, Frogman, so I don't really need Tomes or Chris Wright no more anyway. I've never thought I would say that, but I don't really need Chris or Tomes in my life no more, so I never thought I would say that, Frogman, but I don't need them in my life no more, so... Well, I've never thought I would say that, Frogman, but I don't need them, because they're not like genuine people, Frogman, so... At least with Angela, Laura, they're genuine people. Chris and Tom's aren't, Frogman, so... Yeah, I don't blame you, Mrs. Magpie. I wouldn't even have looked at that channel, Frogman, unless you said it was a Frogman, so... Yeah, I know what you mean, Miss Magpie. But like I say, you're the one who's more bothered about it. Tubbs, I'm not bothered, Tubbs. Sounds like what I've just said. It sounds like you're more bothered than I am, Tubbs. So that's my last say on it. I'm not going to really mention it. I'm not going to really be mentioning it again. But I won't be mentioning you two again anyway. So, I mean, you just shared what I've just listened a second ago. Says more about you two than me anyway. So I'm just going to have a 2-minute break. Yeah, and then I'll be carrying on. Have you, Miss Magpie? Which YouTubers is that, Miss Magpie? I think Frogman must have to go. No, I'm not bothered, Frogman. Appreciate you mentioning that to me earlier, but I'm not really bothered whether they're talking about me or not, Frogman, so. But cheers, having my bag, Frogman, anyway. But I'm not really bothered if they're chatting about me anyway. But actually, say just let them make fools of themselves too, so. That's what I'm gonna do. Just didn't really bother me at the end of the day, Frogman. He said he'll be making fools of himself, Frogman, anyway. Now, I'm not bothered, Mrs. Magpie, but appreciate you saying that I won't be going back to them anyway. I just like sticking with like genuine people now, Mrs. Magpie. Not people who like falsely accuse you of stuff when you haven't even done anything to begin with. And I'm not gonna be like hanging around with people who haven't even got the balls to even speak to me on Messenger. So that just shows that Chris and Tom are not genuine people, Mrs. Magpie. Could they had it like an issue, Mrs. Magpie? They could have easily like messaged me in advance, Miss Magpie. I mean, I know Todd might not have my mobile, or he wasn't sure of my mobile at first, but he could have got like mail to message me, so that just shows them two are not like genuine people. And like I say, I don't. And plus as well, Mal's very ignorant as well, so I never thought I would hear myself say that, but Mal's very ignorant as well. When I'd like only say like hello to her, that blatantly ignoring me and Gypsy Dave, so that's being ignorant into, so. But that's gonna be like my last say on it anyway, Miss Magpie, 'cause I got the friends who I want off YouTube and real life, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, Miss Magpie, so. Yeah, don't blame you, Miss Magpie. No, I'm not bothered. I was gonna get a drink, Miss Magpie. I'm not bothered, Mrs. Magpie, really. They came to like apologise to me and Laura. I might have like thought about it, Miss Magpie, but after, because I've not had like the balls to come and speak to me about it. I'm not bothered, Miss Magpie. I'm just gonna like let them get on with it if they want to like accuse me of false stuff, and they haven't even got the balls to even message me. They're not like genuine people, are they? Miss Magpie can like with me, Miss Magpie, when I've done stuff wrong on YouTube. I've like always tried to sort things out, Mrs. Magpie, like when I've done stuff wrong, I've always tried to sort things out with people, Mrs. Magpie, and that's the way you're doing it, Miss Magpie. If you done something wrong, always try and sort it out, and if you can't sort it out, just don't speak to each other, isn't it? That's always the best policy, Miss Magpie, so. Well, she wasn't the other day ignoring me in Gypsy Dave's chat. And fair enough, she might not have recognised me avatar, but she 100% would have known it's me, Miss Magpie, so it's just ignorance Miss Magpie or so. At the end of the day, really, even if she didn't know it was me, Miss Magpie, she could have like messaged me on Messenger. So that just shows that she deliberately ignored me, Miss Magpie, and that's not being genuine in my opinion. But anyway, it's going to be like my last say on it anyway, Miss Magpie, because I've kind of like moved on from what happened 2 weeks ago anyway, Miss Magpie. So yeah, well, I'm not bothered at the end of the day, Miss Magpie. They're doing their thing, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm happy with the YouTube friends and the real life friends, what I've got really. So if they want to like go on about it, let them get on with it, Mrs. Magpie. Certainly them is going to be making fools of themselves until so. No, I'm not bothered, Mrs. Magpie, really. All I'm saying is it's ignorance, really. That's all I'm saying, because fair enough. Fair enough, if she didn't know it's me in Gypsy Dave's chat, that's fair enough, but at the same time, she could have like messaged me and said if that's you in the chat, so that's all I'm saying about it anyway, Miss Magpie. I'm not bothered, Diana, really, so. But, yeah, cheers that Mrs. Magpie. Yeah, let her get on with it anyway. But I'm not bothered, Diana, anyway. I'll stick the link in for the last time, and then I expect it to have a bit more powder, but I think as well, I don't think it's anything to do with certain person going live. It's always a bit quiet on a Monday anyway. But I'm not bothered, I mean, I wouldn't have even mentioned them, really, Miss Magpie, but it's cause of, the frogman mentioning it, otherwise I wouldn't even mention them, Mrs. Magpie, so. Yeah, I might get rid of that because I don't really want to know. But I'm not bothered, Diana, really. Go in there, chatting. You can stir crap in there, chat, can't you? Yeah, I'm not bothered anyway, Mrs. Magpie. I moved on for what happened 2 weeks ago, and like I say, I know Laura's moved on from it anyway, Miss Magpie, so. Yeah, I'm not bothered, Diana. Go, go in there, chatting. Tell that gossip with them, Diana, so. Yeah, I removed her anyway, Mrs. Magpie. Yeah, not bothered, really, so. I mean, it's the last time I'm like mentioning them now anyway. Miss Magpie, if I do get him a chat tomorrow, I'm just gonna like remove the comments, Miss Magpie, anyway. I'm not even gonna mention about these two people no more, Mrs. Magpie, so. And one of them I blocked anyway, Mrs. Magpie, and one of them I run some from 3 weeks ago anyway. Yeah, I know what you mean, Mrs. Magpie, but like I say, I moved on from it 2 weeks ago, Mrs. Magpie, so. You doing anything for the rest of the night, Miss Magpie? I mean, I wouldn't even have looked in Tom's chat books because of the Frogman saying about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even bothered looking, to be fair, really, anyway. You ain't anything nice here too, Miss Magpie, son? Oh, let her get on with it, Miss Magpie. It's just them two, the only two whining about it is them two, Mrs. Magpie, so it just shows they're not like genuine friends, are they, Miss Magpie? And they're not really like genuine people either, Miss Magpie, so. At least the friends who I've got on YouTube are like genuine people, aren't they? I'll get rid of that fake Miss Magpie. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of it, Miss Magpie. Yeah, it's just nuts until Miss Magpie. Yeah, I'm gonna get my tea soon. Yeah, yeah, I removed it anyway, Miss Magpie. That's gonna change my background. Yes, it's obviously probably somebody stirring things up into it, Miss Magpie, so. Gonna have a look, see if I not miss anybody. But I'm not, like I say, Frogman, I'm not scared to go on the paddle, but I don't have to, Frogman, because I haven't done anything wrong, so that's why I'm not going on the paddle, Frogman, because I don't need to, Frogman, because I haven't done anything wrong, like I said, Frogman. And neither has this other person either, so. Yeah, straight talking, but that isn't giving somebody advice, but that isn't like bullying, is it? Frogman, son? Yeah, well, it would do, Frogman, because they don't like people like telling the truth, do the Frogman, so just ignore them and let them get on with it, Frogman. That's the best thing to do, Frogman, so. I mean, I would rather do my own life and be genuine at the end of the day, Frogman, and not falsely accuse people of stuff when they've not even done anything wrong to begin with, so. And like I said, Frogman, if Chris had told you like genuine friends, they would have, if they thought me and Laura were brilliant, they would have messaged me in advance, so at the end of the day, him and Tom's are idiots, Frogman, so. They're not saying I'm perfect, but maybe like friends with somebody, you would sort it out, wouldn't you, Frogman, so. So at the end of the day, him and Tubbs are idiots anyway, Frogman. I mean, I've never thought I would say that, but after what I've seen on the live, him and Tubbs are ignorant idiots anyway, Frogman, so. I've got no quarrels of saying that I will, so. At least with me, I say it as it is, really. I don't be fake like them too, anyway, so. But like I say, Frogman, that's the last time I'm going to be mentioning them anyway, so. Moving on forward and on to better things now, anyway. Well, I'm not bothered about the Miss of Magpie, because it's like a trail into. Yeah, schnitzels are pretty good, so. Oh yes, schnitzels are nicer breadcrumbs, Mrs. Magpie, so. You doing anything much for the rest of the night, Miss Magpie? I think I'm gonna come off in a few minutes, I mean, hopefully when I do a live tomorrow, I can hopefully get somebody on the panel anyway. But sometimes this happens, sometimes when you don't sometimes don't get people on the panel anyway. Yeah, I know what you mean, Miss Magpie. Yeah, stick the panel in for the link. Stick the StreamYard link for the last time, so. And I'll stick that up for you, Chris. If you got like any balls about you, come on the panel, won't you, Chris? Really? We ain't got any balls, Chris. You just need to shut up about me, don't you, Crumbs? So I'll stick that link in if you want to come on, Chris, right? Come on. If you don't want to come on, All you and Tom's need to do is shut up about me, son. We don't come on 2 minutes, that's it now. Won't be mentioning you two ever again anyway. So this is kind of like the last time, really. I'll be mentioning about them two idiots anyway. I'm gonna give a few minutes, Miss Magpie. Either of them don't come on, Miss Magpie. They just need to shut up about me and Laura, don't they, Miss Magpie? So I'll give it to 6:10 and then I'm ending this live. Well, I normally wouldn't have done that, but I'm gonna just stick the link in for Toms and Chris if they don't come on 6:10. They just need to shut up about me and Laura, don't they? Miss Magpie said this. I mean, this is not me like making up with a Miss Magpie at all, but this is just a say really that 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 lesson like only come on, they just need to like shut up about me, don't they? Miss Magpie, so I'm only gonna give them to 6:10, Miss Magpie, then. And not come on, that's it really. So I mean it was it a few weeks ago. Anyway, Miss Magpie, so I mean I wouldn't have even mentioned them tonight really, Miss Magpie. It's kind of what Fishman was saying, otherwise I wouldn't even mention them two idiots anyway. I won't be a no, I'm not bothered, Mrs. Magpie. At the end of the day, Mrs. Magpie, this is not me making up with them, Miss Magpie, but this is what they need to do. Just shut up about it, don't they, Miss Magpie? So, and this has happened. This has been going on for a few weeks now as well, Miss Magpie. When the like kept going on about it, Miss Magpie. It's not me going on about it. It's them who kept going on about it, Miss Magpie. So it's not me making up with them, Miss Magpie. Really, just to say to them, you need to shut up about me and Laura. Really, that's the only reason why I would let them on the panel, Miss Magpie, really. They need to, like, unless they're like, I was gonna say, sorry, Miss Magpie. They just need to, like, shut up about it, don't they, Miss Magpie? At the end of the day, so. I give it a 6/10, and then one of them's not coming on. That's it, finito, done with now anyway. But it was done with a few weeks ago, really, anyway. Miss Magpie, so. And I know Laura's done with both of them as well, Miss Magpie, so. So give it a 6/10, and then. I mean, I know they won't come on the panel, but this is just a sign they need to, like, shut up about it, don't they? Miss Magpie, unless they're, like, gonna, like, apologise to me in love, they just need to shut up and move on into it, Miss Magpie, so. Let's have a look and see if we don't miss anybody else at all, so. And the thing is, Miss Magpie, I wasn't bothered about meeting Chris in York or in Shrewsbury anyway. Mr. Magpie it was him who was more bothered about it than me, Mr. Magpie, so I didn't even want to meet Chris in York anyway, Mrs. Magpie. And I didn't really want to meet him in Shrewsbury either. I was only saying it to him to just keep him happy, Mr. Magpie, so. And like I say, Chris, don't bother message me to meet you in London. I won't be meeting you in London either, Crimson. So don't bother message me about London either, Crimson. You can stick your protest in London up your jacksie, Chris Ryanson. I just make sure I don't miss anybody. I'm coming off in a few minutes anyway. Like I say, they obviously haven't got the balls to come on my panel anyway. And like I say, they class me as a genuine friend. They would have had, like, the balls to go on panel, so that goes to show, Miss Magpie, that they're not like genuine people, Mrs. Magpie, so. Like I say, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but at least with me, I've always tried to sort things out with people. At the end of the day, like what happened a few weeks ago with me and Laura, we've sorted things out, Miss Magpie, so that just goes. No, I don't think it's harsh words. Appreciate your opinion, Mrs. Magpie, but I don't think it's harsh words at the end of the day. I'm just speaking the truth, Miss Magpie, so. What do you mean, Miss Magpie? I don't know what you mean, Miss Magpie. Well, we didn't agree to anything. I didn't agree to anything with Chris anyway, Mr. Magpie. It was him. I was only, like, saying to him, agreeing with him just to keep him happy, Miss Magpie. I didn't even want to go to Shrewsbury to meet up with him I didn't want to go to York to meet up with him either, Miss Magpie, so I was only saying it. I was only saying it just to keep him happy, Miss Magpie. It's the only reason why I was saying it for him, so I'm coming off in a few minutes anyway. Oh, what? Well, we didn't agree. I'm coming off in a few minutes. Well, we didn't agree to anything anyway, Miss Magpie. I like we talked about it. We didn't like agree anything anyway, Miss Magpie. We were like talking about meeting up Miss Magpie, but that was all, Miss Magpie, so. But no, I know who I'll be meeting up with anyway, Miss Magpie, meeting up with just genuine people, Miss Magpie, like with you, Laura, Angela, you're genuine people. Them two aren't Miss Magpie, so I give it a 6:10, and then that will be it now anyway. About them two anyway. And I'm just moving on forward with the genuine people from now on, so. No, it's alright, Miss Magpie. At the end of the day, wouldn't be falling out with you, Miss Magpie, Yodi. Just like questioning about it, aren't you? And I don't think you were on that live two weeks ago, were you, Miss Magpie? I mean, I'm not even bothered really if anybody clicks it anyway, Miss Magpie. Not, I'm not really bothered. Oh wait, I can't remember now, Miss Magpie, 'cause what was a few weeks ago, wasn't it, Miss Magpie? I give it 2 more minutes, but I mean, they won't come on because you ain't got any like balls, have they, Miss Magpie? At least with me, if I've done something wrong to face the music, Mrs. Magpie. Be like when I did something wrong with Laura Kay, went on the panel, sorted things out with Laura, and that's how you do things. We do like something wrong, you own up to it and admit you're in the wrong, try and sort things out, and you move on, don't you, Mrs. Magpie? So that, I mean, that's how you should do it, isn't it? Oh yeah, no problem about that, Mrs. Magpie, anyway. 'Cause after today, I won't even be mentioning them no more anyway. I wouldn't have even said anything about them tonight, but it's cause Frog was like mentioning it, otherwise I wouldn't have even, but I wouldn't have mentioned anything about it really, Mr. Magpie, but cause Frog was mentioning it, so Well, that's it now. I've given them to 6:10, so that's it now. I won't be mentioning you no more, Chris, and I won't be mentioning you. I won't be mentioning no more about you, so like I say, continue your gossip. Cause that's all you are, Chris, is a gossip monger. And you can spin your lies about me and Laura. And that's it, really. So it's over. I'm done with now, anyway. I mean, all I'm gonna say is, Chris, don't come running back to me no more, Chris. Cause I won't want to know Chris no more at the end of the day, so. And Laura doesn't want to know either, Chris said. So when things go wrong, Chris, don't bother coming back to me no more, Chris, anyway. Well, that's all he is. I know you're not the real Laura, that's all he is. Yeah, I know it's not the real Laura anyway, Miss Magpie. Because the real Laura's got like a singing avatar, hasn't it? No, I'm not, Mrs. Magpie. I mean, it was over a few weeks ago, to be honest, really, Miss Magpie. Moved on from it like a few weeks ago. No, I moved on from it a few weeks ago, really, Miss Magpie. So, yeah, well, that's all he does. Gossip and creates drama. That's all he does. That's all he does. That's all he does at the end of the day, really. Like I say, it'd be his downfall anyway, so. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm done with both. Well, I was done with both of them a few weeks ago, really, so that's it now. I mean, that's it now. Moving on from it and moving forward. I mean, I'm not even bothered if this is clipped, to be honest, really, anyway. I mean, I couldn't give a rat's ass even if this is clipped either, so. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, and like I say, hopefully I can get some people on the panel tomorrow. Yeah, but it's not her, Mrs. Magpie. Cause if it was Laura, she would have messaged in her other account, Miss Magpie, so it's not her anyway, Miss Magpie. Yeah, she'll come in her other avatar, her other avatar, Miss Magpie anyway. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna be live tomorrow Friday. Hopefully I can get somebody on the panel tomorrow, but I think it's well to the weather and that might be another That might be another reason why I've not had any money on the powder, but I managed to get paper on the powder, so not really bothering me either. Alright, I'll be live tomorrow. Much love, everyone. And take care of yourself, everyone. Oh, whatever, so. Oh, I want to get rid of those. Yeah, I'm not bothered. I know you're not the real Michelle C anyway. Yeah, I'm not bothered anyway. I'm moving on from it, like I said a minute ago. Anyway, much love, everyone. I'll be live tomorrow anyway. Alright, cheers, peeps.